we were talking about, what young players we want to see, who's potentially going to be rookie of the year. We're talking about Wemby and Chet. They finally got to play against each other, and they look damn good. Man, what were your thoughts? I know it's the preseason, but what were your thoughts on actually seeing Wemby play, actually seeing Chet finally play in the NBA?
I think that it's clear, there were comparisons between the two. I'll say this. Last time we had this, we did our Rookie of the Year, and I said Scoop. After watching Wemby play in preseason, bro, like, unless they really limit him, like, really say, like, don't take shots, which I can't, because he's initiating offense, like, that's really the biggest thing, so he is going to have the ball in his hands more, which is something I didn't really think he was going to. But it also kind of makes sense because they don't have a true point guard. Exactly.
T. Jones is but
yeah. So he looks crazy. He really does. I wasn't watching basketball when LeBron first got in the league, but I almost imagine like that. This is what that was like.
Like as far as a hype, or just
just
specimen
when you see them, you knew. I'm sure like people watching the NBA, LeBron's first season knew like. Oh, you probably didn't know he was going to be this, but you knew he was going to be great.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's really Wemby right now there's just, and that's the same with anybody. The injuries are the only thing that can stop him from being great.
Yeah.
But with Chet, I think Chet also showed to me that he's going to be really good offensively already. Like he can hit shots. He can do a lot of that stuff. He just has to add
weight. That's literally it.
Yeah. Same with Wemby, but Wemby
it's crazy because Wemby put on 20 pounds too.
Yeah, like Wemby's taller and just generally has a bigger frame, but he still needs to put on weight. But I feel like it's more evident with Chet. Like he's at a point right now where he can just get pushed around.
Yeah.
But no, they both look nice. There's a bunch of long, rangy center forwards out here. Bull too. Like,
is this where the league is heading right now, man?
It looks like it. Which is also dope to me because when I was growing up, the NBA was. I don't know. I don't want to say necessarily it was a big man league, but there were definitely big mans were very prominent. Like there was a lot of great centers. Now it's like 3. So it would be dope to see us kind of get more back into a balance versus it kind of just being as guard oriented.
Yeah, no, I like that as well too. But like you said, I like what I saw from Wemby. You can definitely tell from that first preseason game that he debuted in, he gained a lot of weight. You can tell he's been working on his game in the off season. And I was trying to make a comparison with him. If you had to like fuse him, it's probably I can see KD mixed with Giannis and a little bit of Gobert. Those would be my 3 comparisons all into one. What do you think?
I don't know about the Gobert.
I say Gobert for his defensive presence in the paint, protecting the rim, and he's French. Him being French.
Well, you got me on that one. Yeah. I definitely, I guess I hear you. I would stick closer to KD just because KD's not nearly as tall, of course, but he is still like a shot blocker in the paint.
Yeah.
I just don't see him yet being, because Gobert is just, he's really big. That's really a big part of it. It's not even all his shot blocking. It's him keeping you out of positioning and all those other things.
Yeah.
And then also, like, I just gave him praises, but also, I don't know, I would never want to compare Wemby to Gobert because Gobert just gets exposed every time it actually matters. So
yeah, getting $40 million though.
Yeah, but it's a lot of Tobias Harris is getting $40 million. We just looked it up.
Man.
So
get your checks, Kings. And I say Giannis too. Giannis obviously started out with a smaller frame, but the way that he initiates the offense, and especially how he gets to the rim in transition, he's only gonna get stronger and faster.
No, the Giannis and KD, I definitely
like those two, but go there, fuck that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then who Chet remind you of? KD? Porzingis? Like I don't know.
Bol. That's like
Bol?
Yeah, really. Okay. Like I don't think Chet necessarily reminds me of KD because he feels more like, and I'm sure they're probably similar heights, but Chet feels more like a center body. So I don't know.
Interesting. OKC gonna be tough this year, bro. You think Chet's gonna definitely start? They need a big, because I feel like at his max, at his ceiling, he's gonna be a power forward.
Yeah.
But then again, it's positionless, so I gotta see how he pans out as far as weight goes. But I see him playing the 4 like Giannis, like an AD. I know AD's moved to the 5 as of recent, but I see him playing the 4.
Yeah, I don't know where if he's going to end up starting coming into the season, just because of his frame. To be honest with you, like I don't know if he's going to necessarily provide what you would want from a big in that sense.
Yeah.
When they do have Jalen Williams is of course shorter, but he's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
I still can't believe in the same draft they drafted 2 dudes with the same name. They drafted 2 Jalen Williamses in the same draft, and they're both good, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just mainly agree with what you said. Like the Thunder, I think are going to be a problem, just like the Kings were in terms of like when you have a young team like that, they can run, has a bunch of talented players, and when a lot of the great teams right now feature a lot of old players, that's really when, you know, you start to have problems. Like when the Warriors was looking gassed playing the Kings in the fucking playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Or back then, OKC and the Spurs.
Yeah.